Welcome back to the channel. If you're new around here, we are Nick and Sarah, a British couple who left the UK many years ago in search of something different. And with our two little dogs, we live and travel full time in our camper van when the world permits it. Over the last few years, we've visited over 25 countries. And we've just spent the last winter visiting family and exploring the UK. We're currently back home exploring Andalucia, southern Spain. Join us in this week's vlog when nothing seems to go to plan. Welcome back to the channel, guys, and welcome to Gujar Sierra. Now, if you've never heard of it, which is probably quite likely because we hadn't, it's basically at the foothills of the Sierra Navada mountain range, and today we're supposed to be heading to the top of that range. Yeah. But it ain't gonna happen.
Ain't gonna happen. And we would suggest not coming here if you're in any size van bigger than ours, because we've already got stuck. First boo-boo of the day, we got stuck. Luckily Vinny's only small. Well done!
Come in, mission. We haven't even got there yet and we've taken a wrong turn. It's the problem when you don't use maps, you just try and wing it. Lovely town though. Come here in a bigger van, but don't take little detours or check Google Maps for the best way to go up.
There's a big parking lot down at the bottom, and then you kind of have to walk in to get into the main area, otherwise you do end up getting stuck. It's very narrow little lanes, but very beautiful.
Very pretty little town.
We are in the middle of a heat wave here in Andalucia, and it's not the best day to drive a 32-year-old van up a really high mountain.
Yeah, basically we're at about 1,000 meters up, and we have to get up to 2,500 meters up to right to the top where we wanted to go to. But
yeah, and the van's already getting hot. We're kind of going towards the very last bit of our the danger zone. So we've given up and we've kind of just pitched ourselves under this tree, just pulled off the road, pitched ourselves under this tree to cool down, and now we're kind of debating what do we do next. That's van life for you though, isn't it, love?
That's van life.
So basically we drove along the lake that you can just see in the background there. Beautiful drive along the lake to get into the town of Gujar Sierra, which is this town that you can see this side. And all good, lovely drive until we got here and we kind of got stuck and then got really, really hot.
There's always challenges with van life. You have your challenges in winter and then summer challenges, but in winter, you know, if the weather's really bad, it's just not going to be very pleasant, but you can still do most things. Whereas in the summer, in southern Spain,
you are limited on what you can actually do.
Yeah, if it's too hot, one, your van might not make it, and two, you or your dogs might not make it. So you're very limited. Like, yeah, we've learnt over the years that you have to generally be near a body of water.
Yeah, but by the way, it's not usually like this. You know, it's not supposed to be this hot yet. This is like August weather, so I think we're just a bit unlucky with what's happened.
Caught off guard.
Caught off guard. We've kind of headed north, and we're going to continue towards kind of Guadix and leave the top of the mountain for another day. But it's all very lovely and it's all very mountainous all around here, so hopefully we can find a nice body of water or a nice lake, waterfall, whatever, to cool off in. That's kind of the rough plan anyways.
Just arrived at the lake where we're hoping to spend the rest of the day and go for a nice dip in the cool, crystal clear waters, surrounded by mountains, own private beach. We may still find that, but right now we've just parked up at the start of it at this really, really impressive dam. This is the Presa de Cuenta. I'm not sure how tall it is, but it's the biggest one I've ever been on, and it does send me a little bit funny when I look over the edge. It's crazy, crazy, crazy drop that side, which means it's crazy deep this side. But anyway, we can't get in here because it's prohibited to swim within 400 meters of the dam, and it's a little bit tricky getting in, so I think we're just going to continue along this stunning road. just pulled over a little bit further. There's a little dirt track which looks like it's going down to the water. Look at that, the dirt road comes all the way down here and all the way right into that water. Not even that cold. I mean, this is incredible. This is just a little drive, random drive through the mountains, nothing in particular. And you've just got, yeah, incredible scenery all the way. But I'm not sure if it's worth a reverse back up to get back up to the main road. You always want something a little bit better. You always drive around the next corner to find something. When do you settle? So unfortunately, I forgot to check one of the most important things when you're a digital nomad on the road.
Internet. 4G is very low. In fact, it's not even 4G, it's like 3G, and then that keeps going on and off. So you know, obviously we can do without for overnight, but it's also very, very narrow, isn't it? There's nowhere to, like you said, turn around or park the van.
Quite narrow getting back up, but it's a lovely spot.
It's a lovely spot. There's no one here. It's so quiet. This road, there's no cars. It's a weekend as well. You'd think there'd be more people. So quiet and peaceful. And the supboards on here would be lovely. But let's see if there's something a bit further.
Yeah, let's take the gamble. Gamble.
Gamble didn't really pay off. We haven't found anywhere to park up yet. So we just continue. It's pretty lovely scenery around here though. Iced coffee time. Having one of those days where you drive but you don't get anywhere. And you keep looking and looking and looking and you just can't find anywhere.
It's really muggy as well. It's really close.
Very, very muggy.
Feels like there's going to be a big electrical storm or something.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
So we had the crazy winds at the lakes and then it's just calm now, isn't it? It's still. Waiting for like a crack of thunder. I think so.
So we have just arrived in a little town called La Pesa. Very sleepy little town, but there is a little motorhome or auto caravan stop in town, so we're going to go and have a little look at that as we pass through. Very cute little place.
We have arrived. Let's just check, and we have 4G plus full bars. Thank you, little town of Pies. And check out that view. It's so cute how it just blends in. It's like sandstone. It's all like orange, so it like blends into the rock in the surrounding area.
Yes, obviously it would have been lovely to stay somewhere in the middle of nowhere, but it's not always possible. You've got all this lovely scenery, but there's no actual pull-offs the road with where you can park, if that makes sense. But this is quite a nice spot as far as motorhome spots go. It's like brand new as well, isn't it, by the looks of it?
It's weird, it's like the newest thing in the little village town thing.
In the whole area.
The whole area looks really old, what should we say, rustic, but this car park looks brand new. So you've got water fill up, water drainage, really nice.
Picnic benches.
Parking space. I've just noticed the dogs have just disappeared.
They've just disappeared. Oh. What are you doing over there?
What's in that little garden?
Get back through here. Dizzee, this way. Through here. Come on. This way. Good morning everyone, and what a lovely view to start our day, right out the van window.
Yeah, we had a little walk into the town last night, a little bit late. so nothing was open really, apart from loads of bars, like loads of bars. To be honest, it looks nicer from up here, looking down on it. When you go in there, it's a weird little place. It's a funny little place.
It is a strange little place.
Narrow little corridors, little dark alleyways and stuff. But yeah, this is a lovely stop. Beautiful view.
Getting ready for those views, my love.
Yeah, because we always set off on a drive, go to film out the window and realise it's totally dusty and mucky and you can't barely see out of it. So yeah, I thought we'd best do a little window
We always
clean.
try to remember to do this before we set off.
But yeah, I have to say about this stop again, it's funny, I think we said last night when we arrived how new and modern it is. Even more so because the village, I don't think we found the main area. We did try and find a shop because it's nice when you stay at these little stops to give a bit of money to the town or the village, but we didn't find one. But we never found the main area. I mean, I don't know when this was created, but all the white lines are just fresh and the picnic benches look brand new. It's just lovely. And the lady comes round and waters all the plants. There's like a railing with all fresh plants, and I saw a lady the other day just watering it. That and taking a goat for a walk. Really nice stop. So if you're in the area passing through, then definitely come to this little town of Pezza, or this little stop. Anyway.
La Pezza.
La Pezza.
Yeah.
We had to just pull off the road about 2 minutes away from the town because we've just seen a little scene like something out of a fairy tale. Perfect shot though, the bright red poppies and then 2 white horses. It's like a mirage or something.
And there's actually a tiny bit of snow on that mountain behind.
Yeah.
I don't know how well that picked up. But
Probably didn't take the best. The sun is not in a good position for photographs, but wow. Quick stop off at another dam. Crazy colour water, crazy. Look how blue that is, but you can see how low the water levels are. You can see like where the vegetation is on the far side, down like, I don't know, 10-20 metres in this crazy heat wave and drought.
Imagine what it's going to be like at the end of the summer. That's pretty worrying.
So I just thought I'd take Sarah and the boys on a wild goose chase into a dry and desolate, dusty pine forest. There's a lake, which we may or may not go down to. It looks like a long way down. So I'm just gonna take a little run down this path to go to the proper viewpoint. See if it's worthwhile. The lady of the van getting out, and his lordship Dizzee, and the little scruffy rat Charlie. Oh, that's a shame, isn't it? The local artists or un-artists decided to put their mark on this little, whatever it is, a tower actually. Bit of a weird little structure. It's a long way down still, isn't it? Looks like the road's half crumbling as well.
Where's Papa taking us, eh? Where's he taking us?
Look at these beautiful rock formations. Look, that's where the road's collapsed a little bit. Look at that view, it's pretty nice though. Colour of the water in all these lakes, reservoirs is just insane. It's just like a pure reflection of the sky, and it's just set off blue skies with this desert-like environment, isn't it? Landscape.
Yeah. It's like something out of America, isn't it? Texas.
Yeah, I said that before.
Oh, did you? Great minds think alike and all that.
We're gonna go and get in the water.
We're gonna try.
We're halfway down now, so
we may as well continue and see where the road ends. So we've got to the end of the road kind of thing, down by the reservoir, and I tell you what, looking at the weather yesterday, it was supposed to be a lot cooler today. Didn't you say 23 degrees?
Yeah, I think I just said to you, earlier, the heat wave's over.
The heat wave is definitely not over as far as I'm concerned. It's boiling down here. There's not much air, not much, you know, breeze.
There's no wind at all, is there? So
it's very, very hot. But I mean, it looks lovely, of course, and we are going to have a dip. We have to have a dip because we're both like so hot. It just feels bump, you know, right in your face, that heat.
So yeah, what do you do when it's really, really hot? Have yourself a nice pokey hot coffee.
Yeah, the strongest coffee you can make to give you some energy because the heat is just zapping it all away, and then you strip off completely naked and go and jump in the reservoir because there's nobody else here.
See, is that true? You know, if you have a hot drink when it's really hot, it cools you down.
Apparently so.
They say that.
Let's try it.
So guys, we're having a bit of a realisation.
That we're failures.
We're failures. This vlog so far has just gone horribly, horribly wrong.
Well,
we didn't make it up Sierra Nevada. I'm going to blame the heat though here. We didn't make it up the mountain though. We didn't manage to find a nice little park up before by the last lake. Because we risked it and carried on around the next corner and it never happened. And then now we've come down to this beautiful lake and it's a little bit too hot. Anyway, you know, when I think previously we've mentioned no plan is a good plan, or we just stop planning now since COVID happened because plans get changed and that all the time. Well, maybe we should start making slight plans.
Little plans.
Little plans.
Rather than having no plan and just winging it. But I blame all of this on this blinking heat wave. If we knew a heat wave was going to happen, we would have gone to the Algarve.
We would have had that relaxing holiday that you all voted for. This is a little taster of what's to come though, because as we said before, this is like middle of summer temperatures, and we are planning to go to Portugal.
And look for some
in
land.
the middle of summer.
Yeah.
Middle of Portugal, so.
Yeah. I mean, you know, obviously we are very good in the heat. We spent last summer in the heat.
And the summer before.
In the heat.
In the heat.
Spain.
But we're just not used to it.
And then we went to the UK in the winter and we've just climatised to like we've reverted back to UK people. We can't deal with the heat.
But it's mainly to do with the dogs really. As we said before, the dogs.
Yeah, blame them. Charlie's fine. Charlie's under the van, keeping cool.
Yeah, I can't get under the van though. I can't fit underneath there. He's got the right idea.
He's happy.
Anyway, we're going to have these coffees and then Sarah's going to get a kit off. That's where the boys are and Vinny is. Looks a bit dodgy on that cliff. Look at the colour of that water.
It's insane, isn't it? It's actually not that cold. Better.
That was definitely worth coming down here. I swear that it was warm on the surface.
Yeah, it's not cold at all. I was expecting, because they're so deep, but it's not cold. Deep. That's probably because of the heat wave and the fact that the lakes and reservoirs are all a lot lower than normal.
We were just saying, imagine if this was like 10-20 meters up, it'd just be lush. It'd be like, you know, beautiful forests and rocks going straight into the ocean. You could just jump off here.
Into the ocean.
Into the ocean.
The lake, the water, the reservoir.
And look at the two babies. One of them very good and the other one very naughty.
Yeah.
Hey, good boy Charlie for not barking.
Yeah, but we could hear you right down there.
Just barking, barking, barking. I know it's because you miss us, but it's a bit annoying for Charlie, isn't it?
Is it because he misses us, or is it because he wants to be off his lead running after looking for lizards?
Licking for lizards. Looking to lick lizards.
Good boys. So we are heading off. And although this spot is lovely, and we are tempted actually, we are tempted to stay, because after you've been in the lake, it feels a lot cooler and nice and the wind's picking up.
You might have to take that hat off to put your t-shirt on. Oh no. Oh yes.
He's right. He's always right. Come on. Good
Go
boy.
on, he's a clever one.
So another thing is we don't have any phone signal here, any 4G, any internet whatsoever. And although that is actually quite nice, because you just feel like I don't need to look at my phone, no one can get hold of me type thing, you know what I mean?
But you can't research where to go or anything.
No, and you do feel like someone could just come down here, kill you, and you can't call anyone for help.
Who would you call anyway, darling? Who would you call?
Your mum, actually. She'd know what to do. Anyway, should we go?
Back into the side door.
Back in the side.
Just driving down to the lake now, but it's crazy. The landscape is incredible. In the distance you can see these amazing rock formations, but you've got so many of these like half-built houses, just one after the other everywhere you look. It's like they started loads of work on these amazing villas and then just abandoned the whole area, evacuated for some reason. So yes, we have arrived at Lake Negratin.
Yes, which
If
is
I'm
a
huge, the biggest one we visited so far. It looks like almost a sea, and it's quite choppy as well.
It is quite choppy. And what's like odd about this, so we just showed you those kind of abandoned villages or half-built houses on the way down. Then we passed a campsite which was completely empty and abandoned, and then we got here to the shores of the lake, and there's this huge
Look at that restaurant behind us.
Restaurant which has been also abandoned.
Crazy, such a nice location. You've got a huge terrace round here overlooking this beautiful lake.
Just look how nice it is. It's just a lovely place, isn't it? Just sat off here having yourself a drink or whatever, looking over to the lake, but it's now just empty. It's so weird.
We're hoping to spend a few days here to explore the area. There are some thermal pools or something down the far end, I've read.
Yeah, and this is one of a few beaches that are around the lake. This one's called Playa de Frela. This place.
There's a nudist one over there. I might try and take this one over too.
Ooh,
see if I can get a kit off for you.
Always fancied a bit of a nuddy beach.
But yeah, hopefully the wind is going to die down, because again it's really windy at the moment, so it's quite choppy, the sea, because
the sea, the lake, the reservoir. The reservoir.
Getting so confused with
I think first thing in the morning it'll be lovely and calm. Mark my words.
Ooh, look at that. What's that, darling?
It's your favourite, isn't it?
What's that?
Tofu scramble.
Smoked, is it?
No, this one's with basil. Basil and red peppers, and then we've got a little bit of salad, not overexcited salad, just some lettuce and tomato with crunchy onions. We're going to throw a bit of avocado on, and then we're having our little favourite aperitif of the yellow beans. What are they called in English?
I can't remember.
Oh, I can't remember. I'll put it on the screen here. Some olives. Yummy.
Oh, look at this.
On your Pac-Man
On
tray.
my lovely Pac-Man tray as well.
Purchased from a charity store in the UK. Bit childish, but we like them, and they're small for the van.
50p?
50p! Charity shops are brilliant in England, aren't they? In the UK. And yes, we would sit outside, but it's kind of really windy, actually. Really windy. Bits blowing everywhere, so we'll just sit here.
Look at that though, looks delicious. It's got to that time of year where it's just salads, that's all you feel like.
So we're just finding ourselves a little pitch for the night. The van is currently here, but we're thinking we might just move it. You've got these lovely little parking bays here. Unfortunately, we can't get under because we're higher. But I think we're going to just do a little drive round and park reverse in here. And I think there's a couple of cars here now, but I think by the end of the day there won't be anyone. We'll probably be alone down here.
Good morning guys, so we made it up just in time to see the sunrise. Not before sunrise, but we watched the sunrise. That's what counts. And
that's good enough.
That's good enough. From bed, to be fair though, from bed.
Yes, and the office is open already. We've got some admin to do this morning. First thing, getting on the case, get that done and enjoy the area, enjoy the lake.
Another lake. We're getting some lakes under our belts, aren't we, this trip?
Yeah, and this is like the King Lake, isn't it? So we're going to save this area for the next vlog, is that right? So you have to wait
until next week, yes you will.
And we might actually get some apparatus out that we haven't used for a long time, hopefully. I think you know what I'm talking about. Starts with S, ends with up.
Anyway, that's enough clues. We'll keep you in suspense because I'm sure you don't know what it is. Anyway, yeah guys, hope you like this vlog. Seemed a little bit hectic.
I don't know if it was hectic or not. We had a few fails.
Let us know what you think.
I don't know. We're just filming our lives here, guys. We're just filming our lives. But thank you all so much for watching. Please give us a thumbs up.
Make sure you're subscribed.
Make sure you're following us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Facebook, and or TikTok. I'm not woken up properly yet, I'm sorry.
Right, we're gonna go now. Take care guys. Have a good week and we shall see you next Thursday.
From here.
Go on, just jump in.
Woo.
Might have to speed this up a little bit.
Here goes nothing. Woo!
Come in again first, darling.
Yeah.